Mabel, thank you. Well, a 20-year-old cold case is finally solved tonight after the coroner identified one of the sets of human remains recently found at Lake Mead. And in an exclusive Channel 13 interview, anchor Paulina Butska spoke to a volunteer who helped search for 42-year-old Thomas Erndt. Paulina.
When the Melvin sisters found the second set of human remains, they were hoping we would find out who this person is. Well, right now, we know.
It seemed like people were drowning while we were there. We were searching for a fellow who had jumped off or fell off of a pontoon boat. And the ranger, who was providing some traffic control around us, radioed us and told us that he just got a call that a man had drowned in Boxcar Cove.
By September 2002, 8 people had drowned or gone missing at Lake Mead. 7 drownings in just 4 weeks.
It got pretty hectic there for a while. I think we actually had, I'm trying to remember if we had 5 searches and we recovered 4 bodies during that trip.
That August, volunteer searcher Gene Ralston and his wife Sandy trekked from Boise, Idaho to Lake Mead, hoping their underwater sonar equipment would help locate some of the missing people. Like an ultrasound machine, their sonar takes photos and uses sound to create images. In 2002, our Channel 13 news crews were there when the Ralstons were searching for bodies.
The return signal is processed into an image.
One of the families waiting for answers, the Erndt family.
I distinctly remember that particular search, as I do most of them, but because the area was near a navigation buoy and there were old anchors and old cables from prior buoys at that location that we kept getting tangled up in.
Ernst's family told Channel 13 back then that they last saw Thomas jump from the back of their boat to take a swim. They heard calls for help but couldn't find him. The Ralston search also proved unsuccessful. But 20 years later, the Melvin sisters out at the lake found Thomas Erndt.
Kind of just parked our paddle boards, walked on shore, and just about 20 feet from the shoreline, we saw what looked like a stark white rock. But upon further inspection, you could see the canaliculi of the bone, and we were like, oh, hey, a skull.
A lot of people go for their entire lives without recovering a son, daughter, or father, mother, whatever, and never get this kind of resolution.
The Ralstons have spent 22 years helping families across the country find loved ones. You've recovered 129 bodies, Gene. When I hear that number, that's a lot of families, that's a lot of people that you've recovered. Does it ever get easier?
No, it actually gets harder because you know, we all get older, and my wife and I realized that someday, hopefully not too soon, but someday we won't be able to do this anymore, and that's the part that gets harder.
And currently the coroner is still working to confirm the identity of the rest of the human remains. For now, reporting, I'm Paulina Butska.